Well, it's a cold night in Seattle, but at the very least, the roof will be shut to shield us from some of that. Tonight, we wrap up this brief two-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Seattle Mariners. Number 23 makes his big league debut right after this. Yusei Kikuchi will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that added a new pitch to his repertoire, the split finger. He won't throw it that often. I think one of the reasons he tried to pick up this pitch, had a difficult time throwing the straight changeup, and sometimes the splitter is the quick pitch fix for that. So it'll be interesting to see how and when he uses the splitter in this one here today.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, and we are set for baseball here this evening. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 7-11.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Angels shortstop behind in the count at 1-2 strikes. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Now here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
The 0-1 on its way. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Just getting started here in Seattle. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To his right, long. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Nothing in the Angels half of the first. Seattle stepping up next. You're watching MLB Network. Matt Andres is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy really struggled last year. This season is going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. Been a fairly decent start to the year. 3-2 in their first 5.
Yeah, Matty, visiting team walked in here and was able to win a low-scoring affair and try and complete the sweep today. Not easy to walk into someone's house and take 2.
Particularly when you have a low-scoring game like they had yesterday, D-Row. They're looking more for the same from this one today. The key, they need their starting pitcher to pitch a really good game.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching for the speedster, D. Gordon. He stole over 30 bases last year. You don't forget about this guy when he's on the base pass. He's a threat to go at any time. 30 stolen bases is not an easy number to get to.
First offering on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And set up.